Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a minute. You know, after my last surgery, I just been rolling with the punches, but you know, working, trying to make it work because it's kind of been a challenge. Yeah, but I mean, the reason for the video today is it's been 1 year since my first surgery, and feels like I've come a long way since then. A lot has happened. So my diagnosis was back in January 2019, and I did some radiation and chemo before my first surgery in July 10. So it's been a year since that first one, and then I had my second one in February 26, 2020. So it's just a lot happened since then, and here I am, just picking up the pieces of where I left off. You know, if this whole experience has taught me anything, is that life will throw some curveballs at you from out of nowhere, and you just have to, do what you can with what you got. And I'm just glad that I was set up, financially, that I can take some of the burden. Because any time before that, it would have just been devastating. I mean, financially devastating. It was actually a real big blow, and I'm really glad that I started getting a lot of my shit together right before it happened. I mean, I was in the process of looking to buy a home right before it happened. I was actually searching with an agent and everything, looking at some homes, and next thing I know, I have to give that agent a call. Hey, you know what? So this happened. So I'm gonna have to put that search on hold for a while, and just deal with this. So yeah, it was a real blow, but not just financially, but mentally, spiritually. It was I would say the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life so far. But I mean, if anything, I feel like this whole experience just made me stronger, and I learned a lot. And I think that I would have been more okay with it if I had gotten it later on in life, when I was more financially stable and everything was just set. But physically, it would have been more devastating though at an older age, because a lot of people have told me, hey, you're doing so well, you're recovering so fast. And you know what, you just have to really be strong. That's it. That's all I can say. It's just it's pretty taxing. And if you're a young adult, just got a diagnosis, you're looking at this video, I understand, you're probably getting your life together, maybe graduating college, looking for a job, moving on your own, whatever it is, starting a family. And, you get this kind of diagnosis, and it's really devastating at first. And it's just like, okay, like, it's really scary. Like, what the hell's, where do we go from here, and I feel kind of lucky, because I'm still here. one of the other patients that I met in the whole young adults with cancer program is not here anymore. And she was a really, really awesome person. I mean, she was setting up, you know, programs for other people with cancer in other countries. So, you know, if anyone deserves to still be around, it's her, because, you know, she's amazing and she's not here. And when we found out the news, we were just devastated. You know, it like the oxygen just left the room when I heard about it, because I was just like, I can't believe it, you know, like she looked fine last time I saw her. I mean, and it was a while since I last saw her before I heard the news, but I mean, it was just out of nowhere. And, you know, that's just another thing, you know, nobody knows. We all take our time for granted. You just don't know how much time you have. And, you know, one day you're with your friends, bar hopping. Next thing you know, you can get some kind of devastating news like this. And, you know, whatever your situation may be, you know, it's gonna be bad. It's horrible. You know, you don't expect this, especially at a young age. And, you know, like I said, you're probably just getting your life together. And, you know, like I said, I'm picking up the pieces, trying to pick up where I left off. But I mean, I'm, you know, more behind than when before this whole thing started. But I mean, you know, I'm putting the pieces back together. I'm, you know, after going through this situation, it's just, at least I see the holes in my armor where I have, you know, patch them up. And, you know, just, if anything, be ready for whatever is coming along. I mean, as ready as I can be anyways, because you just never know. And it's, you know, it can be anything, you know, and not just cancer. So one example is, you know, just this whole COVID-19 situation. A lot of businesses were not prepared for something like this. And, you know, they're trying to cope, but some of them are just closing their doors for good. So, I mean, let's take a lesson here and, you know, just realize that there's some things that we're not going to see coming. But I mean, the best thing we can do is be prepared for anything, or best prepared. And, you know, if, like I said, you're probably a young adult with cancer looking this up, and, you know, you got so many questions, and it's like, what do I expect? And I don't have all the answers, because everyone's situation is different. But I mean, you know, if I highly suggest that you go and join a group for young adults with cancer, because I mean, you're gonna get sympathy from everyone. You're gonna get sympathy from, you know, your whole family, your friends, and the doctors, whatever. But I mean, unless those people are going through the same thing you were going through, it's just, you know, water off your back. 'Cause, I mean, when I was in the group, you know, it's just like, you know, I identify with these people. You know, they know where I'm coming from. They been through it, maybe in their own specific situation, but, you know, they get it. They know where you're coming from. And I heard of situations, even worse than mine, and from these people, and it's just, what do I got to complain about? But still, like what another patient told me, hey, you know what? Don't belittle your situation. It's specific to you, but don't belittle it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, I mean, just, if you take anything from this video, like I said, just be ready for anything. Toughen up your leather. You got to be strong mentally and financially, spiritually, because you're going to go through some shit. But you're going to come out the other side a whole lot stronger. A whole lot stronger. You're going to go through some shit you never thought you could have gone through. And, drop me a comment, let me know what's going on with you guys, because, a lot of people are losing their mind, being stuck at home, and I'm just like, that's what I was going through when I was recovering from surgeries, so when the COVID happened, I was recovering from my second surgery, and I'm just like, well, I've already been down here, I just can't go out this time. So, it wasn't that bad for me. I kind of saw it like a little vacation, no work, but like I said, drop me a line, hit me up, let me know how you guys are doing. Especially if you're in, going through something similar. And I hope you guys are good. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Cases are going up. And I'm going to go to a couple of doctor's appointments this month and give you guys an update on that. And, just stay up. Keep your chin up. See ya.